Seriously, every time we think that Eiichiro Oda could not troll us anymore, or more than he ever did by now, he does it again. And now with the Buggy. I mean, come on now. Buggy as a Yonko was the biggest W ever, and it was funny as shit. But now him having Crocodile and Dracula Mihawk Takanome in his crew, under his Yonko status, it's like shit. What's up, guys and girls? One Piece chapter 1056 is out now, and we are back for it. So, the chapter is called Cross Guild.
From now on, we'll be known as X-Force.
Isn't that a little derivative?
The name is sick, the chapter title is sick, but it is also an organization, a business, formed and led by Buggy the Clown. Buggy the genius jester the clown, the man who shook up the world. You remember Goldie Roger's worlds when he was young and met Rayleigh and he was like, hey, you wanna turn the world upside down with me? You know what? Buggy did the exact thing here. Start of the chapter in the castle, we see that Shinobu and Raizo have been sucked out dry. All of their nutrients are gone because of Green Bull. They look like mummies, basically, like corpses. And they are in a healing state, you could say, yeah, but the devil fruit powers of Green Bull really did a number on them. Then we see Kinemon is there and he's apologizing to the Scabbards and to Shinobu and Raizo because he was not there when Green Bull attacked them, because he was making out with his wife. He has not seen his wife for a long time, so yeah, sure, why not Kinemon. But everybody knows that Momonosuke beat Green Bull and he scared him off because of his ball of breath.
No, that did not happen.
It was Shanks. Shanks and his 5G Wi-Fi extraordinary King's Haki blasting was the reason why Green Bull left and shit his pants. But whatever, right? We see Nekomamushi and Inuarashi and the two of them are talking to Carrot and they're like, yo Carrot, from now on you are the leader of the main tribe. And me and the stupid cat here, we will stay at Wano on the side of Momonosuke and we will train him and do everything that he can be the best shogun ever. And Carrot for Nakama lovers are butthurt right now. They're like, shit, we wanted Carrot in, fuck, no shit. Guys, it was like, whatever. All of them are still allies to the Mugiwara, so whatever. Even if she is not an official Straw Hat, it was clear from day one. From the day we got the introduction of Yamato, it was clear who was the next Straw Hat member. But of course, Carrot is like, hey, how could I lead the mix? I am not as strong as you two. Yeah, Inuarashi, Nekomamushi. There are a lot of other people who are stronger than me, but she's got the support from the main tribe. The Musketeers are there, Wanda is there, and all of them are like, hey Carrot, don't worry. We got your back, girl. You can lead us, and don't worry also because you have Pedro's will. You have the will of P inside of you, which means that she is destined to get blown away. Shit. You see a little shot of Zunisha there, and I'm like, where are you heading? Where are you going, Zunisha? Continuing from there. Sukiyaki, who 2 chapters ago told Robin, no, I cannot reveal myself to Momonosuke, revealed himself to Momonosuke and Hiyori. It's like, whoa, the pacing, the last few chapters and the pacing, Eiichiro Oda is on speed dial. It's like, shit, he's faster than Kizaru with the pacing. He really wants to leave Wano Kuni. Wano Kuni gets the close-up now. Yeah, basically Sukiyaki is telling them, yes, I am Oden's father. I am your granddad. And of course Momonosuke and Hiyori, they are crying. They're like, holy shit, we got our granddad. Our parents are dead, but you're the last remaining Kozuki who's related to us. So, grandkids and grandfather, they could make up a pretty good Wano Kuni together, and Momonosuke can learn a lot from his grandfather. Kinemon, of course, is also there, and he looks like he's seen a ghost. He's like, shit, Lord Oden's dad? Sukiyaki is alive? Sukiyaki-sama? Holy fuck. The other Scabbards, of course, were like, yeah, we kinda had the idea that you were it all along, because a normal person wouldn't wear that mask you were wearing all year long, so why couldn't you be just a normal blacksmith, right? What were you hiding? So they knew. That part of the story is also answered. The Kozuki family, or the remaining Kozuki family and the new generation Kozuki family together. But Sukiyaki is also telling, guys, I am retiring. The people out there should not know that I exist. I will be in the background. This new era that has now begun will be led and formed by you. And he means, of course, with Momonosuke and Hiyori, and from the outside part with Luffy and the gang. And talking about Luffy and the gang, we continue the chapter with them. And this part is pretty amazing because Robin is telling the gang, Luffy, Frank, and everybody else is there, and she's telling them, you know what? Pluton, the ancient weapon named after a god, is here. And Luffy is like, whoa, wait a second, is this the exact same weapon, that ancient weapon Frankie had the blueprints of? Yes, and he burned those in Amy's lobby, remember that? Spandam wanted those blueprints and he was like, give it to me, blueprints. But no, Frankie said, fire up. So yeah, and Frankie is shocked, he's horrified, he's like, so it is true, a weapon like that exists and it is here. Man, he must have been shook, it's like shit, because Frankie was horrified when he first saw those blueprints. Of course, Robin is asking Luffy, yeah, it is here, but are you interested in it, Luffy? Do you want this ancient weapon? And Luffy's like, nah, I don't need shit like that, I only want One Piece. And I'm like, Luffy, maybe you do not know it now, and we do not know it now, but it could be the case that once you find the One Piece, you also need to have or activate Pluton, and that is when Momonosuke will open up the borders of Wano and activate Pluton. So the prophecy can fulfill itself, what it was 800 years ago with Joy Boy. One Piece and Pluton maybe interact together, and also with Shirahoshi as Poseidon. I don't know how many days passed from the moment we see Raizo and Shinobu as corpses, as mummies there, but in the next page, Shinobu is there with Tama, and Shinobu is now completely again in her younger state. She's no longer fat. She has all her physique, her good physique back, and it's like, wait a second, what the hell happened? Well, this is due to Green Bull's powers, but what is more interesting is like how many days have passed or how much time has passed that you guys are back up again. It's like, what? Can we get a time frame, please? Of course, Sanji's freaking out over Shinobu and he's like, oh yeah, this is the best recovery ever. You had a battle against this guy and you look like this again. It's like, yes, exactly that I want. Otama is there and she's like, yo, I'm gonna become a ninja like my great uncle Naruto. She's basically telling Luffy, big bro, I'm gonna join your crew after I learn how to be a ninja by Shinobu. And Luffy is like, sure, but you only can join my crew if you know how to use ninjutsu. So again, there are people who were like back a few years back, and they were like, yeah, Tama and Momonosuke, when he was a child still, a little boy, would join Luffy's crew as cabin boy and cabin girl. It's like, no, Luffy is not doing that. And it's like, no, Luffy is not doing that. Luffy is not, he would not do that because he is following the image of Shanks, and Shanks did not have kids in his crew. So of course he would not allow it. But what he says is cool. He says, if you can fight and if you know how to use ninjutsu and you can take care of yourself, then join my crew. Because at the end of the day, he cannot always think about his crew and if they are safe. He has to trust them and he has to know their ability, they can take care of themselves, and I gotta take care of the big bad. Now he's a Yonko, and this is especially important for him. What they do not know is that Caribou, that little sucker Caribou, is in the background and he is listening and he is like, hold on a second, Pluton is here and I know about Poseidon, it being Shirahoshi, and now he knows about Pluton. It's like, wow, who are you going to tell that? He's saying, yes, that person has to know about it. Who is that person? Is it Blackbeard? Is it one of the government guys? Is it Big News Morgans? Are you giving him input about information so that the entire world can know, or what is this, huh? And then again, is nobody sensing this stupid son of a bitch there? I mean, Sanji out of the crew having one of the best, if not the best observation haki. Don't you hear that guy in the background? We continue on, we see a few days have passed, now we get a time frame, but before that we did not. So now we have a time frame, a few days have passed, and Momonosuke is walking in his castle. The people who are working there are telling him, hey yo, the people of Wano Kuni are rebuilding every region, so it is going well, but Momo does not care for that now at the moment. He has other things in his mind and he's just like, hey yo Zoro, let's go train some sword. You can show me some cool techniques, right? I want to upgrade and advance my sword technique. So he goes in there and he's like, yo, where the hell are everybody? everybody's gone. Everybody's gone and he's searching the entire castle. He even asks Yuri, yo, where are Luffy and Co? Where are the guys? I can't find Zoro, Luffy, no one, even Yamato. And after that, Momonosuke meets up with Kinemon and he's like, yo Kin, do you know where he went? Where Luffy and the crew are? And Kinemon's like, I do not know either, but it seems like they have said goodbye to everybody, even the scabbard, but not to me. And he means himself, and Momo's like, hey, yeah, they didn't even say to me. So, what will happen most likely here in the next chapter, we will have the final goodbye with Kinemon, Momo and Yamato. And Yamato will officially join the crew because at the end of the chapter, she is upstairs and she looks at this beautiful panorama of Wano Kuni and the flower capital with the cherry blossoms, and she's on top and Yamato looking beautiful as always. And she's like, now I can live freely as Oden. And I'm like, yes girl, you go, you rock, you're awesome. So yeah, that will happen next chapter and then Wano Kuni is wrapped. But we see at Tokage Port we have our 3 main captains and all of them had the same idea to depart at the same day. And it's like Kid is completely shitting on Luffy and Law is shitting back, and Luffy especially is shitting on both of them. It's like, we had the idea to go away from here in this day. And he's like, no, we had the idea, bitch. So yeah, it's like they're still butt-heading, but whatever, right? Law, of course, being the smartest of those 3 idiots, he's like, okay guys, all of us can go at the same time from here, but we will take different routes because this is ridiculous. The alliance is officially over. Law's and Luffy's alliance is over, and now we will have the main story only with the Mugiwaras again, and I find this quite sad. It is now over. After 10 years, yeah, now the ways will split up, but yeah, we will meet again at Laugh Tale. So Law is having the following suggestion, and he's like, okay guys, here, look at this log post. And he's like, we have 3 different directions to choose. We have southeast, northeast, and normal east. So who's going where? And immediately Kid and Luffy, those idiots, they're like, middle. They're saying middle, but they mean east. And Law is like, okay, you 2 are stupid. I'm taking northeast. And he's just happy about it. And he's just teasing the 2 of them. He's like, yeah, whatever, you 2 idiots can do whatever, but I will be the farthest away. And they're not having it. They're like, who do you call an idiot, bitch? And Usopp is like, shut the F up, Luffy. It doesn't matter which way we go. Everywhere is dangerous. It does not matter, man. And Luffy talking about himself and saying, yeah, I'm a Yonko. I shouldn't lose to stuff like this. This also annoys Kid, and he's not having it, and he's saying like, you had to bring this shit up, right? So yeah, but the most important guy for him, the one guy who annoys him the most, and then he just opens up the newspaper again, is this guy. And then we get the page. We get the huge ass page, and it says, Cross Guild, Buggy the Clown, Genius Jester. Buggy is there. We see 2 swords crossing, and on the left, on the right side, we have Sir Crocodile. Crocodile is there, and on the other side, we have Dracula Mihawk. And I'm like, what the fuck, man? Mihawk is in Buggy's Yonko crew, and so is Crocodile. And you're like, okay, wait on a second. How the hell did Buggy get those 2, right? So this Cross Guild is a kind of a pirate business organization. Like you would go to a new job place, and I see it like this. This is a legit business that Buggy has built. It's like you would go to Apple for a job. And the Crocodile and Mihawk were like, hey, you know what? Yeah, we can go there and maybe we can have some advantages. Because the 2 of them know Buggy ain't shit. Buggy is only there for comedic purposes. Yeah, he is Captain Buggy. He has luck. He is the Mr. Satan of the One Piece verse. He has the luck and he will survive everybody and everything. But of course Crocodile and Mihawk knew about his true persona, and they're like, you know, maybe they were like, we can go there to his business and we can have some advantages over it. But Buggy as a Yonko has the world's strongest swordsman, and a Shichibukai, ex-Shichibukai, and then a second ex-Shichibukai who is Sir Crocodile, who's infamous on his own. It's like, shit, no wonder, even Law is saying, no wonder the guy got to be an emperor like this. And I all this time thought that after the disabolishing of the Shichibukai system that Mihawk would go to Shanks and would join Shanks' crew. But then again, okay, this would have maybe been overkill, but I could have seen that Shanks versus Luffy and Mihawk versus Zoro as an interaction in those two different crews. But now him being in Buggy's crew is like, holy fuck, this is so genius, so no one saw this coming, and so stupid at the same time, but I love it. I freaking love this. And I want to see interactions in that crew, in this business organization of Buggy, because that guy does not only have those two under him, but Kid even says, yeah, you know how the world government is giving us bounties? Buggy is doing the exact same thing with Marine soldiers. I'm like, shit. Power scalers will have a feast with this, I swear. And now they will be like, but Buggy gave the admirals 10 billion berry each, so they are stronger than Yonko and Goldie Roger and everybody combined. Yeah, it does not mean that. But Buggy literally flipped the script. He did a table flip with the entire world, and he was like, not only you fuckers are chasing us, we now chase you. So this means a normal civilian from anywhere could see a bounty of a marine and be like, yeah, I'ma shoot this guy, take his head, bring it to Buggy, give me my cash. So the world in chaos outside, and this is just a glimpse, it's like, yes, the world outside is in pure chaos, and it's like, Buggy is the main player in the middle part of all of this, and I fucking love. Shanks must have had the best laugh in ages when he saw that. He was 100%, he was like, that's my boy. This is my best homie from back in the day. Look what he has done. Holy shit. Could you imagine a meetup between Buggy's crew, Shanks' crew, and Luffy's crew? All of them meeting at the same fucking place. And this would be ridiculous. This would be like, wow. On some way or the other, trust me, at the end of the day, the battle at Laugh Tale for the One Piece, Buggy and his crew will also be there, because he's a Yonko, ex-Yonko, new Yonko, and the worst gen with Law and Kid, all of them will be there, all of them will be fighting, and it will be like a clusterfuck of epicness, deliciousness. Even Zoro is like, why would Mihawk join Buggy? This is nuts. And Luffy is like, Buggy is an idiot. How did he get them? What did he do? It's like, no, there's something up. There's something else is there. Luffy knows and Zoro knows. Law comes out as a fair player and he does something great, which I loved, by the way. He gives Kid also a copy of the Road Poneglyph which Kaido had, and he was like, yeah, playing with an advantage is not cool for the chase and the race for the One Piece. So he gives them a copy of the Road Poneglyph, and with that it means that Law officially now has two Road Poneglyphs, if I'm correct, because the one at Zoo and now the one of Kaido. Kid and Killer is stating that they've got Big Mom's Road Poneglyph from one of her sweet commanders. And the only one I can see is the one Urouge defeated, and that was Snack. The other ones wouldn't dare to do that, right? So it was not Katakuri, it was not Cracker, and it was not Smoothie, so it most likely was Snack. This means Kid now also has two Road Poneglyphs. Law has two Road Poneglyphs, because the one at Big Mom's place, I don't think he has that. He has not a copy of that. And this means that Luffy now is the only one who has a copy of 3 Road Poneglyphs, and one is missing for him. One is missing, and this one last Road Poneglyph could either be at Shanks' place, or on Elbaf, or on Lodestar Island. Maybe it moved there, or it is somewhere entirely different, and maybe the location to there is known only by Shanks, and to get there you have to defeat Shanks. Maybe something like this. But yeah, Luffy has to get one more Road Poneglyph, and then it is One Piece time. Killer is saying something like, okay, we gotta take this seriously now, the hunt for the One Piece, Kid, so we gotta do this. And Kid is like, oh, you wanna talk to the guy with the burned face, with the burned mark? And you can see Robin and Law there, like, Robin has this question mark and Law is completely shaded out, like he knows what's up. And Luffy is asking, what person with a burnt face? And Kid is not telling him, he's teasing him. He's like, haha, you don't know, right? My advantage, I go. And Luffy is chasing him. He's like, no, bitch, tell me. It's like when you have homies and you're not telling the one secret you have and the other one is chasing you. Tell me, what is it? Oh, this guy with a burnt face, who could this be? Maybe Aokiji? The first one who got into my mind, Aokiji. But would this make sense? Aokiji as an informer for upcoming pirates, giving information and intel from Blackbeard? Or maybe even a triple spy working for Sword? Pretending to work for Blackbeard and giving out information not only to Sword but younger pirates, maybe him? I don't know, or somebody entirely new. Then we come to the final page of the chapter and we see Kinemon and Momonosuke, they're searching for Yamato and she's screaming from upstairs. She's on the roof of the castle and looking at Wano Kuni. And she's like, Momonosuke-kun, I am here. I am looking at Wano and now I am free. I will live free. Just like Oden did, but I will live free with the Mugiwaras on Luffy's side. And it's like, yeah, that is beautiful. This could be the last page, the last panel. Maybe we see Wano Kuni and the Flower Capital, but I would be happy about it because that is one beautiful final shot, and you can just feel the freedom. You can just smell it, taste it. Basically, it's like, yeah, this arc is over, and Eiichiro Oda is speed pacing it and showing it, guys. It is finally done. We are moving now to the final saga. And next chapter, we will have the goodbye with Momonosuke and Kinemon, an emotional goodbye, and a hello and the party for Jinbei and now for Yamato, the 10th Straw Hat crew member and one of the top 4 strongest Mugiwaras and a girl powerhouse. She is a monster and she's on par with Zoro in my opinion. So it's Captain, it's Zoro, Yamato, Jinbei, Sanji. And this is it, a Yonko crew as you want it. Yeah guys, that was basically the chapter. It was pretty amazing. It was now fast paced again because Eiichiro Oda is he just wants to go away from here and he's done. He's done everything perfectly, and now it's your turn. Write down in the comments what you thought of the chapter. Leave a like, leave a sub. Next week there will be a break. And don't forget to give your Katakuri prayers like King of Lightning, because on the cover page we have Katakuri and Oven. So yeah, it's your turn now. Gotta catch you guys next time. Bye.